What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I stopped into my local Dollar Tree store recently, and I noticed that they had done a restock of some of their diecast metal vehicles. And some of them included ones from the 2024 B case. So I was able to pick up six models from that brand new case. And they also had pretty much almost a full J case from 2023 that they had put out too. So I picked up three models from that case, and also they had some new Matchbox ones from 2023. So I picked up three of those. So 12 models altogether. So we're going to talk about these, and I want to start off with the brand new stuff because I'm sure that's probably what most people are interested to see. So this is a brand new model for 2024, and this is the Mazda Autoza. And as soon as I saw this thing announced and saw pictures of it, I got pretty excited about keeping an eye out for it. It is a very unique model, and this is based on a real vehicle that was featured in the Hot Wheels Legends Tour. So this was the winner of that tour, and I just think the design is really kind of compelling, especially with those gigantic wheels, and really looks really fantastic. So very excited about that. They also include some details about the designer of the vehicle and some of the details. So very cool looking model, definitely very unique for my collection. So very excited to have this one. So that's the first one. And then next up, we got the limited grip. So this model, I believe, was introduced last year. And this is a unlicensed model that was actually designed by Brendan Vituski. He's one of the designers who works for Mattel. And I'd seen the first two versions of this were kind of interesting, but not as spectacular as this one. I just think they got the color scheme and everything correct on this, just in terms of the overall presentation. And I like it because they did the interior in black, which means that roll bar back here is also done in black. So that part of it looks good. And it almost looks like Spectre Flame paint, but I don't think it actually is. It's just a very kind of luminous, kind of maroon color. But I think it looks really spectacular, especially with those gold wheels. So yeah, I thought if I was going to pick up any version of this model, it really should be this one, just because they really knocked it out of the park in terms of all the details on this. So looks really great, and very excited to have a version of this in my collection now. So that's that. Next up, we got the Elsun Coupe. Now, this is another model that I believe was introduced sort of shortly after or concurrent with the release of the Coupe Clip, which, if you're not familiar with, is the kind of keychain version of a Hot Wheels car. And so they were releasing the Elsun Coupe in connection with that, with similar color schemes. Now, I don't recall seeing the Coupe Clip version that is done in this color scheme, but I got to say, just in terms of the overall presentation of this particular model, I just think it looks amazing in this, with that sort of teal color and with the racing graphics on it. I just think it looks really amazing. Once again, I figured if I'm going to pick up any version of this, it really should be this one. So very excited to have a version of the Elsun Coupe. So that's very nice. So next model we're going to talk about is the Shark Bite. And normally I don't really pick up too many of these fantasy models, ones that really don't really look too much like a car. But I got to say, if I was going to get any version of this, this would be the one to get, mainly because it has that gold kind of metal flake paint on it. And this does include a special feature where that mouth actually opens and closes, so you can see that actually has some motion to it. So that's kind of cool. And I think most of the versions of this are done with multi-packs with other kind of street beasts or whatever they're called. So that was another reason why I felt it wasn't really necessary to pick this up. But I do want to point out that the color scheme and everything on this is probably the most sophisticated version I've ever seen of this. So, and again, I don't see this too often on an individual card. So if I was going to pick up any version of it, I thought this one would probably be the one to pick up. And as you can see, they point out the special feature here in the back. And again, this is from that same B case. So cool looking model. And next thing we're going to talk about is the Barbie Corvette. So this is the 1956 Corvette. This is the Ken version of it. And looks very cool. And you can actually see on the license plate the name Ken is there on the front of the car. So So this is the version with the flames on it. I believe the other two versions is a pink version and one that's sort of like a light blue color. So any one of these would have been fine to pick up. So this is the first one I've actually seen of this particular model, and they got the Barbie movie logo up here, and looks pretty cool. I honestly wouldn't mind picking up the other two as well, because I think they all look pretty spectacular. Once again, has the open top, so you get to see the interior. So very cool looking model. Like that one a lot. Next up, we got the Ford GT40. And I have another version of the GT40, which is a different casting altogether, but I don't have any version of this one, so I figured I'd go ahead and pick this up. I think it looks really nice in the simple black and white color scheme and with the racing graphics and everything, so definitely a cool one to pick up. So that pretty much covers all the models from the 2024 B case. So the next three Hot Wheels cars I want to talk about are from the 2023 J case, and first one is from the animated series. As you can see, this is the Batmobile from Batman the Animated Series, and this is the purple version of this. Has some interesting looking graphics on it. I'd really like to get the all black version of this at some point, but so far I haven't been able to find a version of that available. So, but looks very cool, and this is actually the second version I picked up of this this year. They had released this version, which was done in the Batman series. So again, done in sort of a kind of a dark maroon color with some different graphics on it. So interesting how changing out the wheels and changing out the sort of paint scheme can really completely transform the look of these two vehicles, even though it's the same exact casting. So. Once again, I'd like to get the black version because I very much like the Batman animated series a lot. I think it's a very cool kind of classic incarnation of Batman. So very excited to have these in my collection now. So next up, we got the Cloak and Dagger, and as soon as I saw pictures of this one, this is an older casting, but in terms of the overall graphics scheme on this, as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, that looks amazing. It sort of has that Day of the Dead kind of graphics with the skulls and decoration, and I just think it looks really amazing. And it's actually a nice companion piece to the regular treasure hunt that they did a little while ago for the art cars, which I picked up. So this was the 1958 Impala, and has very similar graphics to the Cloak and Dagger. So very nice to have both of these vehicles in my collection now. An interesting aspect of Cloak and Dagger is that this entire top portion actually pops off to reveal the inner car. So you can see they point this out in the special feature. I'm definitely going to want to take this out of the package at some point and take a look at what that looks like. And as you can see, again, this is from the J case. So we got one more model from the J case to talk about, and that is this version of the Corvette Grandport Roadster. And I think this looks really cool in this particular deco. As you can see, they did the taillights, and just a very clean looking version of this. And so this is the second version I actually purchased of this same casting. And the other version I've shown previously here on the channel, and this is this version, which has the more, kind of racing graphics to it. And I think both these versions look really cool, but I tend to favor this one in particular just in terms of being my overall favorite, just because, again, it's got that really clean look and gives you a nice look at all the intricate details of the casting. So very excited to pick up this version. Again, I'm not really into buying duplicates too much of particular castings, but I thought in this case it was definitely worthwhile. And since it's Fast and Furious model, I figured I'd give it a go. And once again, this is from the J case. So that pretty much finishes off all the Hot Wheels we're going to talk about. So the next grouping is these short cards, various Matchbox models. So the first one I want to talk about is this ambulance. So this is the International Workstar ambulance. And this is one of these models that's sort of a plastic body, metal base. But I think overall the details look pretty good on this. And I've actually been wanting to pick up a few kind of emergency type vehicles because I actually have a play set by Matchbox I'm going to be reviewing in an upcoming video on the channel. So I wanted to have various vehicles that could actually interact with that playset. So I thought this was a good choice, and overall the casting looks pretty cool. So very excited to have a modern ambulance. So that's awesome. Next up, we got this 2016 Ford Interceptor utility. And once again, another really cool emergency vehicle. And I think the graphics on this look particularly nice. So this is a sheriff's car and done in that sort of SUV kind of style. Also has a trailer hitch too. So I might be able to pick up one of the trailers that they actually offer through Matchbox that I could actually hook onto this. So once again, this is another one that I picked up in connection with that playset that I'm planning on reviewing. So I will be getting all these open at some point and having them interact with that playset. So last vehicle I want to talk about is this Porsche 1985 Porsche 911 Rally. And I think this looks really cool. Again, this is done with the 70th anniversary deco. And once again, this has the white graphics on the top of the card. So they did a whole series of these. And overall, I think this looks really cool with that sort of off-road look to this particular model. And they did the taillights as well, headlights, and just overall the details on this look really cool. Love that kind of silver paint too. So looks awesome, and very happy to have this. And once again, these short cards don't seem to be particularly common. I think the only place I've ever seen them is at Dollar Tree. So kind of unique and different, version of, these particular models. That's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos about Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars, think about subscribing to my channel because I will be covering more of this kind of material in upcoming videos. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.